Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something many of us quietly struggle with: overthinking. Okay, and let's be honest, the endless loop of thoughts, replaying conversations, imagining worst case scenarios, trying to control every possible outcome, feeling mentally exhausted even after doing nothing physically difficult. And honestly, overthinking can slowly steal peace from ordinary life. You may be sitting in a quiet room, but your mind feels loud, right? You may finish work, but your thoughts continue running. You may want rest, but your brain refuses to slow down. And the difficult part is that overthinking often disguises itself as problem solving. We think if I think enough, maybe I'll finally feel safe. But most of the time, overthinking does not create clarity, it creates emotional exhaustion. So, today I want to talk about how we slowly move from overthinking toward inner peace. Not through perfection, but through small daily habits, healing routines, mindfulness, and emotional balance. Because peace is not something we suddenly find one day, it is something we slowly practice. And honestly, inner peace often begins with ordinary activities that people underestimate. For example, folding clothes. It sounds simple, but there is something calming about slowly organizing your space while the thoughts begin settling too. The same thing happens with light cleaning. When your room feels chaotic, your nervous system often feels chaotic too. That's why cleaning a small corner of your room, organizing your desk, changing bed sheets, or opening windows for fresh air can emotionally reset the mind. The environment around us affects the mind within us. You know why? Because there's a need to create a peaceful environment that can help in building calmer thinking. I also think digital clutter increases overthinking. Too many notifications, unread messages, old screenshots, constant scrolling, too much information entering the brain every minute. Sometimes inner peace begins by simply putting the phones down or deleting unnecessary apps, clearing your gallery, unfollowing accounts that increase anxiety, creating quietness online too. Because digital wellness matters. You know why? Because a peaceful phone feels surprisingly healing. And another thing that helps overthinking is movement. Not extreme workouts, not punishing routines. Like a gentle movement, walking slowly, stretching, yoga, cycling, breathing exercises. So when the body moves calmly, the mind slowly follows. That's why yoga is so deeply connected with emotional healing. Yoga reminds us to return to the present moment. And overthinking usually lives in the future or the past. Inner peace lives in the present. Sometimes 5 minutes of deep breathing can emotionally help more than 5 hours of worrying. I also think overthinking grows louder when life becomes overstimulated. Like too much of noise, too much of pressure, too many opinions, too much comparison. That's why slow living practices feel healing, like making tea slowly, cooking peacefully, journaling, reading quietly, watering plants, watching sunsets, listening to soft music. So these things may seem small, but emotionally they teach the mind like you are safe enough to slow down. You know why? Because safety is deeply connected with peace. I also believe journaling helps release mental pressure. Do you know why? Because sometimes thoughts feel overwhelming because they stay trapped inside the mind. Like writing creates emotional space. You do not need perfect grammar or deep philosophy. Even writing today, I feel mentally tired, can help the brain breathe. You know why? Because overthinking becomes dangerous when thoughts never leave the mind. That's why expression matters. I also want to say this, that not every thought deserves attention. Some thoughts are temporary fears, some are emotional noise, some are simply anxiety trying to protect us. So, inner peace grows when we stop believing every fearful thought automatically. And honestly, one of the hardest thing or hardest healing lesson is learning that uncertainty is also a part of life. Overthinkers often want guarantees because they can't move without having a guarantee. But life really gives complete certainty. Sometimes peace comes when we stop trying to control every possible outcome. And instead ask, what can I do gently today? Not how do I fix my entire future tonight. Okay, you can't fix your entire future tonight. Small peaceful actions matter more than dramatic emotional reactions. That's why routines help. Morning sunlight, drinking water, making the bed, walking outside, reading before sleep, cleaning your room lightly, folding clothes calmly, taking breaks from social media. These small habits quietly rebuild emotional stability. I also think nature heals overstimulated minds. Okay, so when I say nature heals overstimulated minds, I mean looking at trees, rain, fresh air, sunlight, night skies. All this helps in moving slowly, and perhaps that's why it calms human beings. When you sit near plants or walk outside quietly, your nervous system begins relaxing naturally. Healing environments matter. And honestly, overthinking often decreases when the body feels emotionally safer. I also think inner peace requires emotional boundaries. You know why? Because not every conversation deserves your energy, not every opinion deserves your reaction, not every conflict deserves your attention. Peaceful people are not people without problems. They are often people who learned where not to place their energy anymore. And honestly, protecting your peace is a form of self respect. And there's another thing, like rest is productive too. Many people feel guilty while resting, but exhausted minds overthink more. Sleep deprivation, burnout, emotional stress, overstimulation all increase the anxiety. And that's why balance matters. You do not need to earn rest. You are human. Rest is necessary. And perhaps healing also means learning to stop emotionally punishing yourself. Some people overthink because they constantly criticize themselves internally. They replay mistakes, feel guilt, judge every decision. And inner peace grows when self compassion enters a conversation. So speak to yourself more gently. Not every mistake defines you forever. Not every difficult phase lasts forever. And honestly, healing becomes easier when your inner voice becomes softer. I also believe creativity can help calm overthinking. So when I say creativity helps in overthinking, then it means that painting, writing, photography, music, cooking, gardening can really help a lot, because it shifts the mind from fear toward expression. I don't mean that you are supposed to become an actor or actress. So that's why watercolor painting, journaling, storytelling, or even decorating your room can feel emotionally grounding, because the mind stops spiraling and starts creating instead. And perhaps creation is one of the quietest forms of feeling. I also want to remind you that inner peace does not mean your life becomes perfect. It means your mind slowly stops fighting itself every moment. You still feel emotions, you still experience difficult days, you still have responsibilities, but peace changes how you carry them. Then you become calmer, more intentional, less reactive, and more emotionally aware. And honestly, peaceful living is not about escaping life. It is about learning how to stay emotionally balanced while living it. So, if you're currently feeling trapped inside overthinking, please know this. You do not need to solve your entire life tonight. Maybe today, your healing simply looks like cleaning your room, folding clothes, taking a walk, making tea, doing yoga, stretching, watering plants, clearing digital clutter, journaling, or breathing deeply for 5 quiet minutes. Small peaceful habits slowly change the nervous system. You know why? Because slowly the mind begins trusting stillness again. Because peace is not always dramatic. Sometimes it arrives quietly, through sunlight, entering your room, through clean bed sheets, through calm routines, through gentle breathing, through choosing rest, through learning to slow down. So, when I talk about emotional healing, inner peace, I also mean that inner peace is not something far away. It begins inside, from ordinary moments we usually rush past. Okay, so tonight, put your phone away for a little while. Open the windows, stretch gently, drink water, clean one peaceful corner of your room, and breathe slowly. and remind yourself your mind deserves softness too. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more conversations on healing, wellness, mindfulness, and slow living. Because take care of your mind, protect your peace, and I'll see you in the next video to inner peace. Thank you.